Go, Bean. That's Beamer. I'm EA. Welcome to my channel. You are rocking with EA this morning. Beautiful morning outside. Early fall. It's that time. It's that time of the year. Things are starting to change. Temperature's starting to drop. It's time to start thinking about preparing your outdoor living spaces for the winter months to come. And I just happen to have about 6 or 7 tips I want to share with you guys. You know, to make sure that we ready, that you ready. All right? Stay tuned. Let's get it. Okay, man. Tip number 1: lawn management, weed control. Yeah, let's talk about it. Look here, man. If you don't want animals grazing in your yard early morning, cold winter days, you might want to make sure that you have some type of weed control agent emergent applied to your lawn. Now the grass is getting ready to go dormant, and probably for a couple of weeks it's going to turn brown. It's not going to grow. But I tell you what will grow: those damn weeds. They're going to pop up, and that's the time for them to shine. So to eliminate ugly, unsightly weeds in your lawn, right? Make sure you apply a weed emergent. You can get one. You can get those chemicals at Home Depot, at Lowe's, Ace Hardware, wherever you shop for your home improvement items. You can find yourself a really good weed emergent that you can put inside your spreader, right? Little green pushy things, you know what I mean? And apply that to your entire yard to keep those darn weeds out. Otherwise, you might be providing a dining room table, depending on where you are in the country or in the world for that matter, right? Any and all animals that love to graze on vegetation, right? In addition to that, you don't want folks passing by your house thinking that Beamer, oh man, Beamer's into it. He's socializing. Beamer, man, you messing up my groove, Beamer. Beamer. Good morning, how you doing? Beamer, just say hello, right? Tell him you'll see him later, Beamer. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, as I was. Yeah, man, if you don't want weeds in your yard, right? Make sure you apply a nice weed emergent. If you have not had professional landscapers or lawn management services come over throughout the spring and summer and apply those emergents, okay? And you definitely don't want no wholesaler leaving no flyers on your doorstep asking you whether you want to sell your home, because from the outside, from the curb, it appears that your home is abandoned, right? You don't want that. So make sure, as far as that first tip, make sure that you have applied a weed emergent, right? Because your grass is going to stop growing, the weeds are going to continue to grow, and it's a very unsightly thing to see from the road, someone actually looking at your property, even walking out of your house. So take care of that. Tip number 1, weed emergent, weed control. Oh man, perfect timing. My neighbor's having his yard re-emergent put on his yard. Hey, excuse me, sir, can I ask you a question? Yeah, my name is EO, man. You know, it's my YouTube channel, man. I guess you're placing a re-agent on his grass?
Sir?
You're putting down a re-agent right now?
Yeah, pre-emergent.
Pre-emergent? What's the purpose of that, if you don't mind me asking?
Pretty much just prevents weeds.
Prevents weeds?
Yeah, and fungicides, so pesticide, fungicide.
Okay. Is it harsh? Will it damage the grass in any kind of way? I mean, will it prevent it from coming up the way it should come next season?
No, sir, not with the chemicals that we have in it.
Okay.
We have a mix of 4 different chemicals for the pre-emergent.
Right.
So it allows it to not hurt the grass and just focus on the weeds.
Fantastic. Hey, man, I appreciate your time, man. Take care of yourself, all right?
They're a little wet. So
Bam. All right, man. Later on. Yeah, see, there you go. Got a professional view. A professional perspective. Time could not have been better. Peace out. Okay, tip 2. Let's talk about the plants, man. Hey, check it out. If you have plants on the outside of your home, now these are really nice plants. I just got these probably about a week ago. And you want to maintain these plants, you want to keep them throughout the season, right? So that they won't be damaged by the cold weather. You either need to do one or two things. You need to either take them in the house, right? Or place a, what's called a frost cloth over top of them. You know, kind of recreate that greenhouse effect, okay? That's definitely something that you need to do. Okay, let me show you my my actual plant beds. This is one right here. There are some others along the right side of the house. And of course, here are the plant beds, my plant bed right in front of the house. They should fare rather well during the when the colder temperatures set in. However, I'm still going to have to, and I advise you, if you need to apply more mulch, black mulch or whatever color mulch that you've decided best for your for the look that you want to make sure that you have sufficient amount of mulch around your plants. Otherwise, the cold weather will certainly kill the roots. You know, so they're going to need that insulation, which is provided by the mulch. Make sure you have sufficient amount of mulch around the base of your plants. Tip number 3: make sure you do a visual inspection under the porches, around your decks and so forth, to identify any spider webs or wasp nests and things of that nature. Knock that stuff down. If you can't get all of it down, you know, after you've done that, you definitely want to pressure wash the area. Make sure it looks nice, clean and neat. This is the product I've used last few years. This stuff is outstanding. It looks wonderful. I mean, it removes algae, mold, mildew. And I think the plus here is that once you insert your hose, your water hose, right, you can spray this stuff up to 24 feet high. So you won't need a ladder. And actually, it eliminates the need for pressure washing. So it's an excellent product. Try it. Okay, tip number 4: windows. Yeah, windows, man. Look, I realize that no one likes to wash windows. You understand? It's not a pleasurable thing to do. It's not something you look forward to. But you gotta wash your windows, man. You gotta wash your windows. You'll be glad you did come wintertime. When you and your baby can sit down and chill with a hot cup of coffee, some tea, maybe a mimosa, right? On a beautiful Saturday morning, Sunday morning, and you can enjoy the outside while you're cozy on the inside. So look, wash your windows. That's tip number 4. Okay, tip number 5: outdoor furniture. If you want to keep it for next year, you want it to maintain its quality. You don't want to have to repurchase this stuff, refurbish it next year, man. You gotta winterize it. You gotta winterize it. Hey, look. You can take the cushions inside and leave the frame outside, but still, you know, this beautiful set that you have is still subject to and exposed to the elements, right? You know, in the winter, gonna beat it like Michael Jackson. Let's just call it the way it is. It's not gonna look the same next year if you leave it out here. Let me walk you around the house and show you what I'm talking about. With regard to covering your furniture and winterizing. This is what I decided to do with my patio furniture. I don't want to have to rebuy this stuff again. Nice covers. As you can see, water resistant, weather resistant. You understand? I don't have to worry about snow. I don't have to worry about no algae. I don't have to worry about no mildew. Fully protected, man. I purchased this whole set for like $25 from Temu. And, you know, I've had this since last year. So, winterizing your furniture. Tip number 5, winterize your furniture. Okay, the last and final tip. Tip number 6. Wait a minute, man. Let me pull these trash cans up, man. There's certain items, man, that you just gotta have. There's certain things you gotta have for the winter, right? Once the temperatures set in the way they will, it gets colder outside, right? Have. And 2 things that come to mind. Number 1, you're gonna need a damn snow shovel. Now, I'm in the South. They don't even sell them down here, but this is all I needed. Up north, they're probably plentiful. But then again, as I recall, when you need a snow shovel, and you don't have a snow shovel, you're not gonna find a snow shovel. Nobody's gonna have them. Make sure you get yourself a snow shovel now, right? Otherwise, you won't be able to find one when you need it. The other item that's equally as important, you know what this is? It's called a hard faucet cover. They come in different forms and shapes. But this particular one right here, it has like a plastic outer shell. It has the little foam around the edges to seal it against the outside wall of your house. And it has a little gadget right there, a little loop that goes around the faucet. What this is a faucet cover. Now, when we get those freeze warnings, right? You know, there are certain things you need to do. Of course, number one, make sure your water's turned off. And in some cases, you know, on the inside for certain, you're gonna make sure that, you know, they're dripping at a certain rate. But on the outside, this is what will go across or over your faucet, right? Very easy to install. It'll go just like that. Bam, right? So make sure you have these two items. You get these two items in your tool chest right away. You need a faucet cover for your faucets, right? Protect them from the elements, and you need a snow shovel. That's step number 6. Tip number 6. Okay, man. Again, this is EA, and that's the end of my 6 tips for winterizing your outdoor spaces. If you have any additional tips to add, just go ahead and put them down in the comments. You know, this don't have to be overwhelming, man. You know, these are chores that, you know, I love. It's my passion, man, because it's an investment, right? So therefore, you know, with this being the end and we're closing out, some of the things I'd like you to do, if you will, subscribe to my channel. If you like the information that I've shared, hit like, right? Share the video with somebody else someone else that may find the information helpful. And on behalf of myself and Beamer, who's in the back there chilling, right? We love you. Peace out. Until next time.